This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Listen, man, this is the illest shit I ever wrote. Say it again. This is the illest stuff I ever spoke. Listen, man, the Mexican community fan base, they can't stand Canelo Alvarez. They don't even like him like that. Let me say it again. The Mexican community fan base can't stand Canelo Alvarez. They don't even like him like that. They only root for him because he is their last leg, their proverbial last leg. He's basically the last quote-unquote marquee, only by name, Mexican fighter. Let me say it again. He's the last quote-unquote by name only marquee Mexican fighter. They can't stand him because most Mexicans got the Andy Ruiz or the, you know what I'm saying, that type of look. That's how they look. When you look at Canelo Alvarez, he's a Spaniard type of Mexican, meaning he's Anglo-Saxon. Do your research on Anglo-Saxon, Spaniard folks. Basically, conversion is Caucasian. That's what he is. Caucasian in masquerading in Mexican language and in Mexican vernacular and in Mexican history. That's what Canelo Alvarez is. A freaking Caucasian that happens to be a Mexican. So they can't stand him off the strength of that. Y'all gotta do y'all history on Mexicans to understand what I'm talking about here. What I'm saying here is making absolute sense. They pretty much viewed him as a disgrace after the Floyd Mayweather fight. I remember this, man, because my memory's sharp, though. I don't forget nothing. They sat here and went, spit it on this guy. Said, you are the worst disgrace. How in the boxing community, how are you way bigger than this guy and you sit here and let him outbox you? Because you guys have to understand, the Mexican community fan base, they don't know what boxing is. Boxing to them is basically two people going in there and beating each other's heads into a bloody pulp. That's what the come forward bullshit style is. Let me say it again. It's basically two people coming in there and beating each other to a bloody pulp. It's the bullshit come forward style. That's what it is. There's certain Mexicans that know how to actually fight, but they don't use the Mexican come forward style. They actually use other styles that they've learned from other fighters, a la black slickster fighters. This is why you see that they have counterpunching, like a Juan Manuel Marquez. Canelo Alvarez has copied Floyd Mayweather, and he left his come forward style after Mayweather gave him that bachelor degree ass whooping. Don't take my word for it. That's what Bernard Hopkins said. Let me say it again. He left the come forward style because that's what he was trying to fight Floyd Mayweather in, and he realized that style was just completely trash. And then he tried to adopt what you see now, the Canelo you see now. Basically the extreme poor man or homeless rendition of him trying to be Floyd. Nobody can be Floyd, man. There's only one Floyd Mayweather, dog. Let me say it again. Nobody can be Floyd. There's only one Floyd Money Mayweather. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. So they got hot and bothered like grits after that fight. That how can you sit there, a guy that's literally a 147 pounder beat you up and you were 170 something pounds in that fight? Go listen to it. They actually was throwing cans. They were throwing freaking beer bottles, man. They were throwing all kinds of stuff at Canelo Alvarez. They were embarrassed, man. The Mexican community fan base went into what we call Mexican hibernation, dog, for 18 months. This is how bad that ass whooping was. That's why you see they can't stand Errol the True Spence, because Errol the True Spence and what he did to Mikey Garcia when he regressed him to what? A Uber, a Lyft, and hold up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighter. They couldn't stand that, dog, because they was like, damn, man, why you did him like that? Why did you have to do that dude like that? That's foul, man. It reminded them of the beatdown that Floyd Mayweather gave Canelo Alvarez. And they didn't realize that another one was going to come to them that fast after the fact. So they're clinging on to, like, you know what I'm saying, deers in a headlight. They're clinging on to life for Canelo Alvarez because they know that's all they have. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. Because when you sit there and look at it, Mikey Garcia is a beat my face in human pinata. He's the butt of everyone's jokes. Heck, Snack don't even run commercials for this cat. When you look at Andy Ruiz Jr., Andy Ruiz Jr. is even the biggest disgrace. Heck, Canelo Alvarez don't even talk to his ass no more. Because he's the one that told you I overate and I overparty. Let me say it again. I overate and I overparty. There's never been a boxer in the history of boxing that ever say nothing like that. That's why they don't even talk about Andy Ruiz Jr. Remember, they was on Andy Ruiz's ass like nobody's business. Oh, he's the first Mexican heavyweight. Where's all that noise now? Well, where's all that chatter now? Because they're embarrassed. Let me tell you something about the Mexican community fan base. They will support a fighter, but they will turn on a fighter so fast. Let me say it again. They will support a fighter, and they will turn on a fighter so bad. David Benavidez, they can't get behind him. Luis Nery, they can't get behind those. You know why? Because their skin color is close to mine. I'm telling you, man. Within the Mexican community fan base, there's a bunch of closet racists amongst them. They can't stand one another. So it's prevalent of what we're talking about here. They only really want a fighter that fits and cuts the mold of a Mikey Garcia look or a freaking Virgil Ortiz look. This is the look that they love. That Rico Suave, Indian type of Mexican look. That's what they like. Canelo Alvarez is not their favorite. Trust and believe me when I tell you this. But because he's the most successful at this stage, and because of the drawing power that he brings in terms of cachet and his cash bid status, because Floyd Mayweather was the one that brought his career up. Canelo Alvarez didn't bring his career up. Floyd Mayweather fight actually brought him up. The ass whooping that Floyd Mayweather gave him actually brought his career up. So he's forever in debt and in gratefulness to Floyd Mayweather. Because of that, they're getting behind him only by default. So y'all gotta understand how the Mexican community fan base works. When you talk about boxing, they work in a way to where they on your side at one point and then they fickle at another point. They're the most bandwagon boxing community fan base there ever is. So when you come with cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, truth-telling fashion to tell the truth, it is what it is. This is why they can't stand an Errol the True Spence, and they got on this fake love or this fake bandwagon of Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford is a black fighter that's undefeated. They don't like these type of fighters. They never did. But they getting behind him because Terrence Bud Crawford is an Uncle Tom Negro. He's the type that's PC. He's the type that sits there and does all of the yes man, yes man. They see that with Bob Arum. So he's the type of Negro they'll accept because they know that he's easily and masterfully able to be duped from a mental standpoint. He's not an unapologetic black man like he knows the sport, bringing you that what? That heat and that fire, and keeping the foot on the what? On the next. And keeping the foot on the what? On the next. And like the Tibetan master that I am, I apply what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. They can't stand an unapologetic black man. It's their worst kryptonite. This is why they can't stand Floyd Mayweather. This is why they don't like Errol the True Spence. These are black men with confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset. They don't like that. Deontay Wilder, they can't stand that. Gervonta Tank Davis, they can't stand that. They want them to be like Terrence Bud Crawford. They want them to be PC. They want them to be shut your damn face and basically listen to everything the master tell you. That's how they want it. And then you got a bunch of disgrace of their own damn race that's getting behind this stuff. They're the worst because they just know better than the damn Terrence Bud Crawford sitting there hating on their own kind. Who does that? I told y'all, PBC is translation for closet racism of PBC fighters. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. So when you either murking these cats left and right, a la the pure and the super beta of the week series, they get hot and bothered like grits. It is what it is. But this is the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, truth-telling fashion. They don't like Canelo Alvarez. And when Canelo Alvarez gets exposed, because it's going to happen. See, you could sit there and try to avoid the inevitable as long as you want. It's going to happen because one thing that I like about the real fight fans and them boycotting this nonsense of BJ Saunders, which is a guy that literally say he's going to fight for free, or Triple G, who wants to see that? Who the heck wants to see a trilogy? When Canelo Alvarez gets exposed by Jamal Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, these level types of fighters, people will understand, and that's when you're going to see the Mexican community fan base really run away from them, because they're going to be like, hold up, Mayweather whooped your ass. That black Cuban, Errol whooped your fucking ass. And now another black elite fighter, that's 3. Oh, we can't get behind you. They're waiting for that. Canelo Alvarez understands this, and this is why Canelo Alvarez is purposefully ducking these elite fighters, because he understands the level of pressure that this community fan base has put on him. This is why his 11 fights, he's going to do like the WBC franchise championship belt and duck for the rest of his natural born boxing career life. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.